Good morning, good morning, good morning. On this Friday, thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday, man. I'm over here already running errands. I've been up since, 4:45 running errands. Went to the gym already. What you guys doing on this Friday, man? What you guys doing on this Friday? Let me see if there's a Wi-Fi on here. Oh, yep. See, we're about to get interrupted. Let me take this off too. Man, there's so many distractions sometimes when we do these lives. So, check this out, bro. Brought to you by C4. So, there's been a lot of rumbling and crying, bro. Crying from these AFC West opponents. Even Queefer fans, but big Charger fans, bro. Charger fans that ain't never been a part of the fan base. Crying because they're saying right now, this logo right here, Broncos country, is probably more equipped, more ready, more battle prone to clip these Queef boys in the AFC West. To smash on these Queef boys in the AFC West. We have the firepower. We have the formula. We are the only team in the AFC West that even has a shot to actually clip the Chiefs when it comes to the AFC West. And a lot of people are recognizing this, and Charger fans, they can't even get over the fact that there's love coming from Broncos country. You have to come to realization, bro. You got to get real with yourself. Who has the formula to really get the job done? And I don't see nobody else in the division. I'm sorry to say, bro. I don't see nobody else in this division being able to actually live up to that expectation. And this is the thing is, bro, if you want the job done, you have to do it. You got to get the job done. Broncos country, man. We have a lot to fight for this season. Got a lot of good mixture in the formula, bro. We have a spectacular team to take us over the top. Now, I don't know if we're in a good reception. I don't know if we're like, if you guys let me know. If you guys come in here, let me know. But y'all could watch this back. Cheers to the homies. So Charger fans got a little upset because the media and analysts is talking about Broncos country has the team to actually dethrone these Queefs, which this is my argument, and this is the real deal. When I look at this situation and I look at this aspect, bro, if you haven't been able to do it since Patrick Mahomes and Patty Mahomes came into the league, and you've had key players and generational quarterbacks, what makes you think at this point, damn, let me see, bro, what's going on with my shit? Hold it real quick, people. I don't know if, hey, is anybody, can you guys hear me? Because it's saying it's rebuffing again. Can y'all hear me? Let me know. Somebody let me know, man. Somebody let me know. I'm having a good Friday. Just got done with the gym. Energetic, ready to, you know what I'm saying? Head bust on some fools from the AFC West. Just got, you can hear me? Okay, man. I don't know what my YouTube is doing, bro. I don't know what my YouTube is doing. It's like, I get to some of these destinations and then it says reconnecting. And I'm like, bro, what's up with the YouTube? Is it just the whole reception in Colorado? Because I don't know, bro. Sometimes it just says reconnecting. And then I'm like, bro, I'm not buying no good reception. Rookie reports to camp on July 16. The veterans report July 22nd. We already in the swing of things, bro. That's like in a couple of weeks, and then we got a preseason game the 9th, homie. We're already counting the slopes to football season. If you ain't amped, If you ain't amped for this coming up football season and you ain't ready, I don't know what you're doing, bro. I don't know what you doing. Y'all better get with the program. If you in Denver, you in the city of Denver, homie, and you in the Mile High City, you better get with the program. Forget what everybody else is talking about. This year, it's time to get full-fledged. All my Broncos country, all the homies, all the riders. It's time to get amped for the Broncos season, bro. We got so much to build off of, right? And we're going into this training camp with, they said like this, bro. They were saying this. You guys have some holes at the wide receiver core. I don't see the holes. I see that the Broncos got major depth. And I see the key players that they brought on the Broncos side of the ball for the offense is going to take us over the top with this defense balancing out this football team. Now, I see crybaby ass Charger fans. They made it. They put a list up. Who in the AFC can dethrone these Queefer boys? Who in the AFC can dethrone these Queefer boys? And you want to know what's crazy? Broncos country leapfrogged the AFC West opponents, the Chargers and the Raiders. And Charger fans, they did not know how to take it. Nah, bro, I'm working Monday. I'm just over here trying to. I got some time to kill, homie. So I have to return this Xfinity. I have to return the Xfinity box. So I'm over here at Xfinity, but they don't open for another 20 minutes. So I was like, let me talk to the homies on here, bro. Let me talk to the AFC West homies on here, because I'm kind of, it's amusing to see how many people are crying because the Broncos are getting recognition, homie. A lot of people in the division is not feeling the aspect that they're saying that the Broncos are built for a foundation to make a run, homie. In your right mind, bro, in the right mind of the people out there, what makes you really think that the Broncos are not built to make a run in this division? We got the better defense than all you guys. Like everybody else in the division, we got the best defense in the division. There's not a defense in this division that actually can see Broncos country. Where was Mile High View at after the Broncos started winning? They disappeared. Mile High View went ghost. And they're nowhere to be found because you know what? Their narratives got broke. That's how you know them fools are some straight hoes, homie. Their narratives got broke. What they were spewing, that this franchise, almighty Broncos country, would never get it together. And now it's going in the right direction. And you see, to their fans, their subscriptions, they went ghost on the followers. That's how you know somebody's characteristics is kind of sucker made, homie, right? And let's call it for what it is. You put out a gang of narratives that are crazy over the last 5 years. You did it to yourself because your whole content creating was hating on the Broncos, said that this team will never get it together. In 1 year of Sean Payton getting his quarterback, they're already in the playoff runs, bro. They're already back to the playoffs. Bo fucking Nix putting in major work, coming into this second year with clear mind. It's easy for him. He's just balling out, doing what he loves. And Mile High View is nowhere to be found. Mile High View, we're putting out an SOS for your ass. Because I actually got an anthem, and I'm gonna say something about that whole situation in the song, bro. So hopefully, because like when you tucked the tail, when you had tucked the tail the first time and now you're a ghost, it was not a good look. But maybe if I go like this and I throw that little hook in the water, bro, maybe they'll come and explain themselves, because we need an explanation. We need an explanation from Mile High View and all the followers, all their subscribes, everybody that subscribed to their channel. We need an explanation where your great leaders went, because I don't see them nowhere. They just fell off the face of the earth. But this is how you know nobody really believed in that shit, because look at how many fools really followed it and subbed up to their channel. They couldn't even break 1,000 subs. They couldn't break 1,000 subs, bro. And they had a whole 5 years of run of Broncos bad football. And then when the Broncos came and started busting that ass and started breaking down their narratives, Mile High View is nowhere in the view. They disappeared and went ghost. Like the homie said, it is cowardly. Because if you ain't a man of your word and you can't say, I was wrong, then you are just not a good person. A real writer would have said, hey, you know what? Let me give my dues to this squad. A team that you said had no chance of turning the tide. And Broncos country's here to stay now, bro. And you have to watch everything you said. Go, everybody, go look at Mile High View. Put it in your search engine, right? And go look at them videos for the last 5 years of how they bashed the Broncos, how they hated on the Broncos, how everything they did was to throw some hatred at Broncos country. And then, mind-blowing, they used the Broncos logo as their foundation, that they were Bronco fans that were mad. But as soon as the Broncos head bust, they couldn't stand in the fire. They couldn't handle that pressure that was on their neck. And this is the thing is, you put a bad taste in Savage Sev's mouth. I'm not gonna let you live that down, because me and yous, both of you fools, you done put my name in videos. You done put Savage Sev's name in videos. I won the war. It doesn't matter what you say. I've won the war because I'm here standing, and through all the craziness, Savage Sev was standing, telling you, relax, homies. Relax. We gotta get the right man for the right job. And when I said Sean Payton would turn this shit around, what did he do? He turned it around. All he needed was that threat quarterback to run the foundation. And what did he do? He went to go get Bo Nix while everybody was crying. Everybody. Why are you reaching for Bo Nix? He's a 3rd round draft. No, siree. Sean Payton came in and he turned that boy into a first-year rookie going to the playoffs with no wide receivers, they said. And you could say they were last in statistics and all this. They were trying to find their groove. You know what? A down year with them trying to find their groove. You know what it ultimately turned out to be? Almighty Broncos country, a rookie in the playoffs, took the Bengals spot straight from under him. Like, Bengals, you're not going into the playoffs. You should have won more games. And then you got Bengal fans over here. Shout out to the homie Dashney. You have Bengal fans over here crying about, like, why did Bo Nix take our spot? It would have been more exciting. You should have won more games, Bengal fans. You should have won more games. You were over there looking stupid outside of the playoffs while a rookie quarterback took that spot. It's not our fault that almighty Broncos country took that spot. So let's get to this. Why we making this live? So you got Charger fans and you got everybody that rides with the Chargers, right? They're upset because the Broncos were said to take that spot from Kansas City Chiefs, and nobody's recognizing the Chargers really as a team that really could get the job done. And Broncos, they leapfrogged the Chargers and the Raiders for the spot, right? Why do people believe? Why would you think that people should believe in this Chargers team getting the job done? I want people to answer this question. To the people that are watching, what in anybody's right mind that watches football, what makes anybody believe the Chargers have enough firepower to dethrone the Chiefs? They've had this generational quarterback for how many years, and they've never got the job done? Nobody believes the Chargers actually can do that shit. Not even Charger fans. You need to let that dream go, bro. You need to stop being in denial, Charger fans. It's not ever gonna happen. You're gonna be a team that tricks off another quarterback's talent, because they did it to Phillip Rivers, and now they're about to do it to Justin Herbert. Nobody, the whole time, believes in the Chargers. Charger fans could paint this picture like, yeah, we're the second best and we have a shot. No, you're not. Stop it. Stop it. You got to stop that. You got to just come to realization. It is like, just come to realization. It is what it is. You have to sometimes just think it is what it is. We're just not that team. We're not that team. If you have had a superstar team for years, right? Different eras, and you ain't made it to a Super Bowl one time in your life, you're just not that team. You're just a team that is a failment to the NFL. You were put in the NFL to just be an example of what failment means. You are the definition of ringless bums. The Chargers are ringless bums, and there's no hope even when you have generational talent. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Charger fans, don't be all pressed, bro. Don't be pressed because everybody's telling you, bro, you're not that team. Nobody believes that you're that team. You're actually not a team that we can count on, because like I would rather the Chargers win the division than the Chiefs, but I can't even count on them Charger boys, bro. I don't know how Charger fans actually had that hope for so long. Like if you've been a Charger fan for a long time, how the hell did you manage to have hope that long? Your whole existence as a Charger fan has been ringless, has been failment. You've been failed in San Diego. You've been failed in Los Angeles, and you're still being failed because you got a generational talent and you can't get the job done. And now the Broncos have reboot and reamped the whole football team, and you expect us to just allow you to think that you're taking the division? Bro, y'all fucked up. Everybody in the AFC, everybody in the NFL fucked up by letting Sean Payton get Bo Nix. You guys were supposed to execute and not let us get the quarterback that Sean Payton wanted. You let a mastermind guru get the quarterback that he wanted, and there's nothing you really can do about it. And I see people really threatened by what's taking place. I see Charger fans, Queef fans, Raider fans, everybody's like, why are you glazing the Broncos so much? Why are you guys glazing the Broncos? I love that sound too, bro. I love the sound of fans that say, why are you guys glazing the Broncos so much? I've been hearing it all over TikTok, and it's music to my ears because everybody knows what's coming, bro. A lot of people, they're fearing it and they can see it, but everybody's in denial. But how can you be in denial? Remember we were talking about this yesterday? Actions speak louder than words. Remember we were talking about this yesterday? Actions speak louder than words. And what happened with the actions of Broncos country last year? Bo Nix made you guys eat your words. Statistically, as a rookie, he balled out on everybody. Everybody said we had a four win season last year. He balled out on everybody. Took them to the playoffs in their first year. Made everybody look stupid. All the clowns that said it was a reach, they don't even know how to react to it. And now you're going into the second year, and they just build off of that momentum. They built off of that momentum. And people are seeing it, like the educated people are seeing it. Now, people will know what's coming, right? And they'll still try to lie to your ass and say, oh, bro, that was just smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors? Come on, Riders. Come on, Riders. If it was smoke and mirrors, you tell me this. How did the Broncos, with no wide receivers, they said, I believe in the wide receivers. How did the Broncos actually succeed expectations, right? You tell me this. You guys answer this. How did the Broncos succeed expectations? And not just succeed. I'm talking about just took expectations to a whole nother level if it was just smoke and mirrors. Did you not see times that Bo Nix he was so comfortable being a quarterback as a rookie. See, y'all misinterpreted him being in college football for 5 years. You guys thought that was a bad thing for Broncos country. Nah, bro, he came in here poised. And then he got under somebody that can develop him in Sean Payton. That's a rude awakening, bro. That's like fire. You're playing with fire at that moment. You playing with fire at that moment. We taking the AFC West this year. We are the team that's built to take the AFC West. Nobody else in the AFC West has enough firepower to compete with the Chiefs. I'm sorry to say. And for you guys, everybody in the division that's not Bronco fans, that are Charger fans and that are Raider fans, you better be happy because the Broncos are coming to save the day. The Broncos are coming to save this division. The Broncos are coming to knock these boys off their high horse. And we have to do it. We can't count on you guys, bro. You guys are fully just trash. Like, you've been trash for years. You've been trash for years. Let's just be real. Let's be 100% real. The Chargers, look at their whole history. Look at their whole history, my homies. Nothing stands out that they accomplished, even when they had good-ass teams. Couldn't even get to an AFC championship and win. Not once. Not once. It's mind-blowing. You have generational talent, bro, and you can't get to one Super Bowl. I don't even say win a Super Bowl. Appearance-wise, why? Why is that? Why is that? Why can't the Chargers with generational talent ever get to a Super Bowl? Because it's a culture thing, bro. It's a part of the franchise. Losing is a part of that franchise. When they make the slogan for the Chargers, they should have just said losing is everything. That should have been the slogan. Losing is everything. Because if you go to the trophy case, if you go to the trophy case, bro, it's absolutely participation ribbons. They're giving participation ribbons, bro. Participating in football. You ain't got nothing to show for, bro. That is ridiculous, homie. And it's getting, and the messed up part about it is with Justin Herbert in that squad, he's only getting older, bro. So if Patrick Mahomes runs this division right at the moment, as long as Patrick Mahomes is in the division, I'm sorry, bro. The Chargers, you have no chance. You look into these eyes, bro. You have no chance. There's no opportunity for you to ever win a ring. You are just going to be an example of what not to do as a franchise. And we supposed to believe in this shit. You don't even believe in this, Charger fans. You don't even believe that you're a good team. Charger fans, that's why Charger fans, like the 10 fans, that's why you don't really hear from them no more. But it goes to show you, when you go to their stadium, nobody believes in that product. That's why they don't have fans. Because everybody that resides and everybody that sees the Charger, even in California, their fan base is probably one of the weakest in the whole NFL. Nobody believes in that product. And why would you want to believe in that product? Why would you want to get up year in and year out just to be failed? Just to be failed. And you think to yourself, bro, you're like, damn, we have a good ass quarterback. But then you realize you're like, but we're the Chargers, bro. There's no winning in us. There's no history of winning in us. We've never won anything. Put that, like every fan out there, bro, that's not a Charger fan, put that in perspective. You're like, why do I get up for this bullshit? Why am I going to get up for this bullshit every year and just be failed, bro? Why? What's the point? Why am I going to put on a Chargers jersey and represent these dudes just to get failed, just to be failed? I'm like, bro, I don't know the mental aspect. The mental aspect, bro. You know them boys is in distraught. You know them fools have been through some trauma in their life. And we supposed to motherfucking believe in this shit. You telling a Bronco fan, you telling a Bronco fan, bro, yeah, we have a chance to win the division. No, you don't. No, you don't. Stop it. So now then it's the Raiders, right? We go to the Raiders, bro. Like the Raiders? Come on, man. The Raiders technically since 1980, bro, they've had talent, right? They've had #1 picks. Let's not forget this, bro. The Raiders are one of them teams that get #1 draft picks every 2 years. Like every 2 years, they're getting a #1 draft pick in the top 5. They're picking in the top 5 of draft picks, and they can't even convert that into talent. They can't convert that into talent. And their whole culture is overlooking what they really need to focus in on. Their whole thing going into these last 2 drafts was get a quarterback. You had to get a quarterback to change the culture. and when you look at it, how did you miss the opportunity to get your quarterback? You didn't even did you like not think, bro? Teams were gonna try to block you, and you went into these drafts that were quarterback heavy, right? Last year, and you had an opportunity to get a quarterback this year. And you don't do anything to get a quarterback. All you do is go trade for a bum, pretty much. He's a bum. Geno Smith is a bum, bro. Like when you look at it, that dude is not gonna change your culture. All Geno Smith is gonna do is maybe get you some wins, more a couple. Like you had 4 wins last year. You might get 6 wins this year with Geno Smith. In this division, you only might get 6. That will be an accomplishment for the Raiders, bro. Is that they get 6 wins because your coach, no, Geno, no. So it's like, what the hell's going on, bro? So now we come to the Broncos, and it's like, bro, they souped up every ounce of position groups that you need for a team to start competing. And people really don't want to see that. I'm sorry to tell y'all, man. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm sorry to tell you, riders. The Broncos got the formula to win, and there's nothing all teams can do to stop it. I agree with you as the Broncos being the only team. Thank you, man. At least we have a logical fan in here, and it ain't even a Bronco fan. See, the real fans, understand this, but you got these motherfuckers in delusion. My homie D1 Chosen. These AFC West opponents, the Raiders and Chargers, they think somehow they got better foundation than Broncos country. And it doesn't even matter if they got more talent and a generational quarterback. They still don't have the culture in winning. Their culture is so fucked off. They're so abused, like a woman in the brutal shelter, like being victimized for their whole life, and their mental is messed up. So when it comes to their culture, they're never going to get out their own way, even if they have all the talent in the world. What's up, Bronco fanatic? Even if they had every single superstar, the Chargers would choke that shit away, because you know why? They were chokers in San Diego. They were chokers in LA, and there's nothing anybody can do to lay the foundation for them winning a championship. Yes, you'll have some wins. Yes, we're happy for you, but wins, nobody remembers that shit unless you win in championships. Man, get to a Super Bowl, like one time in your life. For the homies I have respect for, get to a Super Bowl and then talk to me about what you're doing and who's going to make it and who's not. Until you do that, shut your ass down in the basement, you ringless ass bums. You're worth nothing. You don't amount to anything. Y'all don't amount to shit. In the NFL terms, you ain't amounted to shit in your life. You are shit. You're just a pile of shit. That should have been the logo of the Chargers. Shit, just a pile of shit, because you've been shit in the 90s, you've been shit in the early 2000s, you've been shit in the late 2000s, you've been shit in this era. You're just shit. Like it's caca. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop it. Stop it. You got to stop believing. You got to stop believing in yourself, bro. Just give up. Like, you know them rappers that are like 50 years old that think that they could still rap? You got to have friends. Like, let me be the friend to tell you, stop believing, Chargers. Stop believing in yourself. There's no hope for you. You're just setting yourself up for failment, bro. And I want to be the friend. I want to be the good friend, the friend that tells you this, bro. You are booty cheeks. A big ass pile of shit, bro. The San Diego shitties. Chargers are not big stage football. Yeah, who wants to watch that bullshit too? Can't do it. They have Herbert, the choker ass. Yeah, they see, and that's my whole thing. It's like they've tricked off a lot of talent, my homies. This is the honest truth. I've been watching football since the 80s, right? And every time I think the Chargers have an opportunity, it always just surprises me how they choke that shit away. Let's take their last, like, not the last playoff, because the last playoff they got blown out. And then the years before that, when they had the lead, they had a lead in a playoff game like 27-0, bro. Charger fans, do you think we forgot that shit? You had a lead against Jacksonville 27-0, and you do what you do with generational talent like Justin Herbert, bro. You choke. Yo, what's wrong with these dudes? Y'all choked, bro. 27-0, and you managed to choke with a quarterback like Justin Herbert, bro. And you guys were really like preaching this shit like it's our year. It's our year. That stopped immediately. That shit went out. That shit went down the drain so fucking quick. And then all the Charger fans were quiet. No Charger representation at all on social media. It took them like 5 months to come out and explain how do you give up a 27-0 lead to Jacksonville Trevor Lawrence, bro? If you're losing to Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars with a lead 27, you might as well just, trade Justin Herbert to a team that can actually win. Cause you're tricking off that dude's talent. That's terrible, bro. How do you do that? I can't even, I don't know. We don't even talk the same language, man. This has been crazy to think about this. The Chargers, bro, they're mad. They're pressed. They are pressed. The whole 10 Chargers in that community are pressed because Broncos country has surpassed them in the talk of they have a chance to sweep the Chiefs for the division. It's the truth. It's the truth. Nobody else in the division the Chiefs are scared of. I'm sorry to tell you. Nobody, like all your teams, the Chiefs are not scared of you dudes. But when it comes to almighty Broncos country, a lot of Chief fans, they see the formula, bro. And they can be in denial too. But they see the formula. If we took the Chiefs in Arrowhead to the wire, homie, the Broncos took the Chiefs to the formula, took the Chiefs to the wire in Arrowhead. And if it wasn't for a field goal, we would have swept the Chiefs. So, you know what we did to Patrick Mahomes, bro? That we all know this. When you can get to Patrick Mahomes, you rattle that boy. The Eagles did that shit. We have the formula. There's nothing nobody could do. We have the defense to rattle this dude and take him out of the game. And we did that shit the first game. The only thing that fucked us up a lot of the time was that third down play. We could not extend the change. That's not a problem this year. We got a run game and we got a tight end that's a machine when it comes to third down play. The Chiefs are in for a rude awakening. Broncos country's coming for the division. Nobody can stop it in this division. And Chargers, you might as well just give them dreams up. Sorry to tell ya. But mile high salute to everybody, man. Now the Charger fans are Twitter going to war with 5 of them. You know what, bro? That's a good day. That's a good day. All their fan bases, if you could rattle the whole Chargers community, you doing your job. Everybody, man. Anywhere you are, go tell the Chargers fan, you're ringless and pointless. You are a pointless team in the division of the AFC West because everybody in the division has multiple rings. You the only team in the division that is ringless. Like, there's nothing to show for with that franchise. And you got one of the better stadiums. You got a little bit of money, a beautiful state of California. And all you're doing is you're like Skid Row, bro. Nobody even remembers that in California. The other California teams, they all have rings. You're like Skid Row. People just forget that shit. People just forget. Like, yeah, I think they still exist. They're like the Skid Row. They're like the bums on Skid Row. Like, I think they exist. But they're not worth anything, bro. They're like, that's why we keep them on the certain blocks, because they basically are just, they say they're the scum of society. They're the scum of the division. These fools just, they just done actually just been a pile of shit in the division. Trash ass team, no fans, and everybody's supposed to believe in this. Not even the cities believe in the Chargers. So you know what it is. Mile high salute to the Riders. I got to go in here. I just thought I had to say that, man. I have a couple little things to talk about. I wanted to tell you how bad the Chargers are, since, you know, the Charger fans that I see, they're crying right now. They're super mad. They super in their feelings, because Broncos country is the truth. And there's nothing they could do about it. I mean, I would be pissed too. Mile high salute. I'm going to get at you guys, man. Y'all have a beautiful day. Let's go.